Hey, this is Mike Oz from Yahoo Sports. This is Jerry Dipoto. We are going to open some old baseball cards.
For me, the best leadoff hitter of all time.
My God, you have a Randy Johnson.
Sean Green. Owned me.
Oh, prime
Deion
time.
Sanders.
Look at this jacket. I want this jacket.
I'm giving you a lot. I'm giving you my brother.
All right, Jerry, I don't know if you know this. You have sort of a reputation for making trades.
I'm aware of this. I'm aware.
Did you ever trade baseball cards?
Oh yeah, my whole life. It's how I got into this predicament.
So you learned it all from baseball cards.
That is correct.
All right, so you collected cards as a kid. So we have something from, these are 94 Stadium Club. This is when you were playing. So you have a rookie card in here. I'm giving you those. I have some 1990 Upper Deck, so this is a little bit before you played, but I'm sure you're familiar. So what we want you to do, open up the card, see who you got. Don't make any trades right away. Let's look at them first.
It's going to be very hard for me, I tell you right now. Lenny Webster, backup catcher, Twins. There's Lenny Webster and I went to rookie school together.
Oh, nice.
That matters.
That's cool. It's always good to know.
Sammy Sosa.
Hold on, what's going on with that card? Looks like the foil came off.
Yeah,
These are like 20 years old. So
I would say Sammy Sosa, and this you could look up, as Jim Leland used to tell me, it's in the book. Sammy Sosa, I had more difficulty getting him out than any other hitter I ever faced.
well, at least it's Sammy Sosa.
Oh, we're killing it right
Yeah,
now.
there you
Jeff
go.
Bagwell,
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. Luis Gonzalez.
I happen to know this because we read this today. Your manager was traded with Luis Gonzalez.
He was
to the Cubs.
to the Chicago Cubs.
I knew that one.
And I would say Luis Gonzalez. I've had Luis Gonzalez and I effectively shared our collegiate careers.
He's looking up at if he was not playing baseball, it's like he's looking up at like a ice cream cone or something. Like, please.
I think he's looking up at the umpire saying, "Please, I hope he didn't just call me out on this jump back to first base after a pickoff throw." Ryan Klesko.
That's quite a picture of him too. It's like a very glamour shot looking thing.
It is imposing. Ryan Klesko and I came across each other for the first time in the Carolina League when he was playing for the Durham Bulls of Bull Durham fame.
There you go.
And I remember facing him thinking, that guy's different than the other guys. And that wound up being true. Another Hall of Famer, Mike Piazza, with Mike Piazza in an action photo.
This used to be a Dodgers team card.
Is that?
But there's two Astros in it, so
We've got one.
got a lot of Astros people in there.
We got two Hall of Famers. We got Kurt Manwaring.
What's going on in this card?
It appears that somebody superimposed a photo of a collision at home plate.
This is like before GIFs.
There's,
Like how they made baseball cards.
Mano, I actually played with Kirk for 2 years in Colorado. Former Gold Glove winner, who was he holds the designation of having broken all 5 of the fingers on his left hand, his catching hand, during his career.
That's a good factoid right there.
That is right. Todd Froworth, no longer with us. Fabulous guy, side armor. Carlos Garcia, played against him for years, both in winter ball and in the league. I think I did okay.
There's some interesting photos in there too.
Yeah, there's no question.
All right, let's see who I got, and let's see who you're going to try to take from me. Francisco Cabrera.
One of the great moments in baseball history.
Mickey Templeton? Yeah, Mickey Templeton. Jack Moore?
I just shivered. Another former teammate, Jack.
Jack Moore's looks quiet. He looks really happy. Looks like he just got the call to get in the Hall of Fame.
Not a common occurrence. That is right. But yeah. Jack, tough competitor.
Andy Aldenson.
Of Richmond, Virginia.
You know a lot of stuff. Ozzie Guillen.
Oh,
Did you know Ozzie? Do you have a good Ozzie story?
Everybody's got a good Ozzie
I know,
story.
that's why I asked.
Yeah, everybody has a good Ozzie.
Do you have
Guillen
one you
story.
can share on camera?
Ozzie Guillen, at the very end of the 1993 season, which was my rookie year in the big leagues, we were playing the Chicago White Sox. I was with the Cleveland Indians, and we went into that series, and Albert Bell and Frank Thomas were neck and neck for the American League lead in RBI. And I had the displeasure of coming in to face Frank Thomas in the 8th inning of that game with a runner on base, and trying to determine how I was going to get out of this without allowing him to pass Albert Bell, who was my teammate and lead the league in RBI. And ultimately, I walked him. He was on first base, and the next hitter they sent up as a pinch hitter was Ozzie Guillen, who singled to left and cost me an earned run in my last day. So I got hosed trying to save my teammate.
Ozzie. Well, that's probably a pretty PG story you could tell about Ozzie.
It was, and it was probably, and as I think about it was probably a better outcome than what would have happened if I opted to throw Frank Thomas a strike at that time in our career.
We got Ken Herbeck. We got Pascual Perez.
Entertaining character.
Always wonderful hair. Rafael Belliard.
Not much of a hitter, but man, can he pick it.
Mike Greenwell.
Who for a time was unbelievable.
Really, really good there. Ellis Burks also had a, 96 maybe? Was 96 he was really good? Don Robinson. He was born in 57. So to have a baseball card in 1990, that's some Bartolo Colon. Some Bartolo stuff right there. And Carlton Fisk.
Who was among the most durable players of all time.
Now we've reached the main event.
Yep. I would like Rafael Belliard. Because you know what Rafael Belliard did? He and Francisco Cabrera, they played in championship situations. So I want good mojo headed into 2018.
Okay, so we got two.
Yep.
You want both of them?
I would love both.
I want a Bagwell.
Why not? What do we got to lose?
I feel like I just came up on you, man. I got a Hall of Famer.
You got Bagwell. You have Bagwell. I got Francisco Cabrera in the moment. I know who's getting the big hit. He might go to the Hall of Fame. I just need the big hit.
All right, we got more?
Yeah, I'll take Jack Morris just for the nostalgic effect.
All right, for Jack Morris, I'm going to want I want Sammy. You Sammy for Jack?
But if I keep Sammy in my pile, I might give up more hits. So I will gladly take Jack Morris and move on from that one. How about Kent Herbeck? Semi-professional wrestler.
Kent.
Can I have that?
Kent is on the table.
Yeah, Kent is on the table. Would you be interested?
Kent is on the table.
Former New York Met platoon star Tim Tuffle?
No.
No, damn.
No, Kent Herbeck had a lot of home runs, man.
Okay. So we're going back Piazza?
I mean, I would. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. All right,
I'm going to want something.
I mean, it's not a
Can you give me a little kicker with Tim Herbeck?
Okay,
maybe like an A-ball guy with a gun?
Let's do a Kent and a.
Maybe one of those little foil stickers for future consideration.
Sticker considerations. Sticker considerations. And Kent Herbeck.
There you go.
For the Piazza. All right. We're doing good here.
These are not the worst trades I've ever made, by the way.
All right, let's see. I know you seem to have an affinity for Mike Greenwell.
Why wouldn't I? Because in the mid, let's call it 1986, 88 range, Mike Greenwell is about as good as anybody.
You also have an affinity for guys who come through in the clutch. So
yes, I do.
Would you give me Luis Gonzalez?
Gladly.
For Mike Greenwell?
Yes, because I can drive down the street and see Gonzo in person, but Mike Greenwell, I haven't seen him in years.
All right, we've done about 5 trades now.
That's it, but that's just another day in my book.
Do you want to shut it down, or do you want? I got my old guys. I got. At this point, between Carlton Fisk and Don Robinson, they've played quite a few years.
No, nobody longer than Carlton Fisk. It's among the most tenured players of all time.
So, I mean.
I will say, how about we just go over the top? I give you the rest of my guys for one Carlton Fisk. Led by, let's call it...
Oh, the Kurt Manwaring.
Yeah, like Kurt Manwaring superimposed photo.
3 times, 3 Kurt Manwarings.
That by itself, you know? I feel like I should hold on to that one. Maybe the rest.
But I mean, like, 3 Kurt Manwarings is 1 Carlton Fisk almost, right?
Yeah, and
maybe
perhaps,
more. Maybe you need 4 Carlton
and maybe one of these, I'll give you back the silver.
I just traded that to you.
I know, but that's not the first time I would have acquired a player and then try to get him back.
All right, let's do it.
There, yeah. See, that's poor negotiating
I don't even know
skills
what
on
was
my
mine,
part.
what was yours. Who knows? This was fun.
It's like me in the Tampa Bay Rays.
Jerry, great time, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.